Hey y'all, it is Tuesday. It's the afternoon. Just finished taking Trey to gymnastics. We were really in a hurry to get there because Ed left for work late, so it kind of threw me off time-wise. Not that it's his fault, but it just threw me off time-wise because he usually leaves earlier, and I was like doing my nails, and it was like 9:30, and we had to leave at 10:30. And so we were just running late, and I went ahead and put makeup on because I wanted to do a video with pertaining to my makeup. And so that took a little while, and we were rushing to get there. And then once we got there, like, apparently there are like 6 kids in the class now, which I do not like. Trey, you know, it's like, seems like every week for the past like 3 weeks something has changed about the class, whether it's the teacher or how many students are in there. And y'all know how kids are with consistency and routine, and it's like his attitude changes and his behavior changes with the teacher and with the kids and stuff. And so I just felt like Trey was being called out more than usual today. Not saying that he was heaven sent or that he was doing everything that he was supposed to be doing, because he wasn't. However, I just felt like special attention was being paid to him when there were other kids who were just as rowdy, if you know what I mean. So just reminded me of that's why I'm not sending my child to public school. And it actually has me second guessing this whole gymnastics thing, because I don't want him singled out as the troublesome kid, the problem kid. I don't want that in his life at all. So we are home now, and we are going to have lunch. I made black eyed pea salad again this week because it's cheap to make. And Trey was asleep. I don't know where this burst of energy came from. He just looked like, why are you talking about me? And why do you have an attitude about that? But anyway, so we are going to go ahead and have some black eyed pea salad. And of course, I've been going back and forth with the mortgage counselor today. I'm trying not to get frustrated. I mean, last night Ed and I stayed up like really late till like, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, haven't done that in a while, talking to a couple of our friends. And I just think it was just a well overdue catch-up conversation, and that's why we just talked for so long. And so we were already tired this morning when we woke up, and we got up early this morning because the mortgage counselor needs 12 months of proof that we paid our car payment on time, and apparently the statements that we sent didn't have everything that she wanted. So we're like on the phone with the bank trying to get like it didn't have like the due date and the day we paid it. It did have the day we paid it. It didn't have the due date, and she didn't like that. And then I don't think she liked the fact that I sent it as 12 months worth of statements, like 12 different statements. She wanted me to send it as a single statement. So I guess it was too hard for her to scan it and put it into her system as one. So anyway, we were fussing with the bank to try to meet those requirements this morning. We sent that to her, and then this afternoon she asked for stuff that we sent to her last week. But see, she had lost faith in us last week and figured she didn't have to work on our file last week. So she pushed all that stuff that we gave her last week to the side. And so now we're having to resend it to her again. You know, fine, all is, you know, it is what it is. Hold on, this is it. Hey, we finished eating lunch. Can't you see change my attitude? And I just gave Trey a cookie, which I don't know if it was a good idea 11 minutes before nap time. It's almost nap time. Yes. And so I've been watching some vlogs. I watched the Daily Davidsons. They bought a new car. Cool. And
Every day we car.
yeah, they bought a new car, a black car. Yeah, the Daily Davidsons bought a car.
Are you moving?
What?
Oh, that day moving?
Yeah, they're not moving. They just bought a new car. Yeah, a black car.
Black car.
Yeah, a black car.
Hi, black car.
Anyway, we watched that one. We watched Just Butter.
Butter.
And we watched Life with Us TV and Glam Twins. And it is almost time for his nap time. And although this is his nap time, I should upload my vlog from yesterday. I'm probably going to go to sleep. I'm probably going to go to sleep too because we stayed up so late last night. So I'm probably going to go ahead and go to sleep. So my smile will be even bigger after I wake up. So I just got to, change my attitude. Because I was telling Ed, I was like, look, we can't have it both ways. We can't be pissed because they tell us we have to wait 3 months and not to send them anything else. And they be pissed because they want us to keep sending them stuff because we don't have to wait 3 months anymore. It's like, you can't have it both ways, So we just trying to maintain our attitude, maintain our emotions, and be grateful for the process. Be grateful for the journey, because at the end of the day, we know that there is a house at the end of the tunnel, and that is what we wanted. That's what we asked for, and I think it's okay to complain, but I think it's also good to take a step back and ask yourself, well, did I ask for this? You know how they always say, well, be careful what you ask for. They always say, be careful what you ask for. And so that's the same thing with us. You ask for this, and so this is the process that it takes to get through it. So my hair came out really good this time. It's not as big as I want it to be, but it's like I just did this last night, yesterday. You like my hair too? You like my hair?
Yeah, here.
Thank you. And so I cleaned up yesterday, so I don't have to do a ton of cleaning up today. I may put a load of clothes in the washing machine, maybe, if I feel like it. But the dishwasher is unloaded. We didn't have to create any new dishes last night. We just put them straight in the dishwasher, and so the dishwasher is not full. So there's nothing else for me to do except to upload this vlog, and then I have to record a video for tomorrow on my other channel. So probably gonna sit down and read a couple of books to Trey, and maybe work on the color green. And but anyway, like I was telling you earlier, I am leaning towards, and we have, when I say lean, we've like 90% leaned towards homeschooling him, which is part of the reason that I'm not pressed about going back to work. Especially with us staying up here in Minnesota. I mean, public school to me is just so hard on black kids, and I think that they are exceptionally harder on little black boys. And I just do not want, number one, I don't want my son growing up learning stuff that I don't want him to learn. Number two, I don't want him to learn a history that is not really history. Because that crap that I was taught when I was in school, I don't even want him exposed to that. I want him to know that his history started before slavery. It started before a boat came over, you know, from Africa. It started way before that. I want him to know that he comes from a long line of kings and queens, and yeah, kings and queens. I want him to understand that he is a king and that he is beautiful, every part of him, his hair down to his toes. And the best way that I know how to foster that in him is to homeschool him. I also want him to have a love of learning. I think that going to school takes that away from children. Some children. I think that I did fine either way. That I was one of those kids, like either way I was going to learn. But I think that we have a tendency in America to, the United States of America, to pigeonhole all of our children into one way of learning and say, you know what, well, if you can't learn this way, if you can't take a test this way, then you're not smart. And I don't even want to put him through that. So we are going to homeschool. I'm not sure if we're going to do some sort of homeschool co-op. I don't know if you remember on my other channel, I have vlogged with another little girl. Her name is Zochi. And her mom wants to homeschool her. So we may do some sort of like homeschool co-op so that we kind of play up on each other's strengths and teach the kids based on what our strengths are. But yeah, that's the deal with the whole homeschool, and just him being in gymnastics and being called out like that, y'all. It really brought it back to the forefront of my mind of why I'm doing this. Because, you know, a lot of people will say, you know, well, you're sacrificing your career, and what are you going to do after he gets older? And or I even have some people ask me, like, well, what if, you know, you end up getting a divorce? Like, what are you going to do? And or what if something happens to Ed? How are you going to survive? And, you know, like, yes, I am sacrificing my career. But at the end of the day, you would never hear somebody say, on their deathbed, say, you know what, my one regret in life is that I didn't work enough. Never. You hear a lot of people say, my one regret is that I worked too much and I didn't spend enough time with my children. I didn't spend enough time with my spouse, my family. So, no, I don't think I'm going to regret putting my career on hold. I feel like I have my degree. My degree is going to be there. Nobody can take that away from me. My brain is in my head. Nobody can take that away from me. And so if I want to put my mind to it, and if I want to do it, I can do it at any time that I want. And so that's where I just stand with like the homeschool thing. I think that there are a lot more children of color that are being homeschooled, and they're having absolute. What do you want me to do again?
Go.
Okay, ready to go. I think that a lot of them are having very good results. I don't know if you remember the little boy who, I want to make sure I'm telling the story right, but it was a story a while ago. It was a little boy who was really, really smart. I'm not sure if he was like 11 and going to college or something like that. It was something like phenomenal. Anyway, the little boy was homeschooled. And I think sometimes they try to leave that stuff out because they don't want people to really know that homeschooling works. And homeschooling is not what it used to be. They still can participate in public school sports. And even here in Minnesota, they have that K-12 program where it's basically like online K-12 school. And you still get like a curriculum. They still can go play sports at school. They still go to the prom. And then you also have other homeschool people who come together and do stuff. They may go on field trips. Another reason that I want to do is because I want Trey to, I don't want his entire day spent in school, because I know it doesn't take an entire day for him to learn, if you know what I mean. And plus, I want the flexibility of being able to teach him in different ways. So if, let's say, we're going to focus on him learning a second language. So instead of us feeling like we have to stay here, we can move to Spain. Or we can move to South America. And he's going to learn Spanish while he's there. And he's picked up a second language. Or even more simple, if we want to work on the color green, we can go to the museum and we can find all the green things. Or we can go to the zoo and find all the green stuff. If we're, working on animals, we can take them to stuff like that. That I feel like is really interactive. That is really engaging and really foster his love for learning, because I want him to love learning. I don't want him to feel like I have to pass a test or like I just have to do this to get an A. And the other beautiful thing about having your own homeschool is that you can structure it. Like, it doesn't have to be first grade, second grade, third grade. You can structure it however you want. You don't have to have A's and B's and S's and E's and O's. You can structure rewards and grading the way that you want to structure it. So put more emphasis on how much effort a child puts into things rather than looking at the end result. That's why so many kids cheat, because they just want to get the end result, like the number. They just want to get the paper out, as opposed to rewarding the effort that it took to write the paper or get to that particular number. So anyway, it's 2:01 and I'm going to take that good nap. So we'll see you all later. When we get back, when you hear back from us, Ed will probably be home. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Look at him. Does that not warm your heart? What are you doing over there? What kind of book is that?
Hot dog.
Hot dog? Is that the book? What's the name of that book?
Hot dog.
Oh, they all tall?
Hot dog.
All tall. We are all tall.
Paper.
Oh my God. He knows the book, y'all. Look at that big old pimple. He knows the book, y'all. He's reading the book. He has a very good memory. Okay, we'll talk to y'all later.
I saw your face painted on the wall, shapeless in space,
saw a car come around the corner, then another and another, and the car stopped one behind the other. There were buttery peas, chicken and yams, macaroni and cheese, potatoes and ham, biscuit, gravy, collard greens, pasta salad, red rice and beans. And Granny pulled up a footstool, put up her feet inside. All right, you kids, one wash, one dry. Good morning. Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap? Yes? What is it?
A rabbit.
Where?
A rabbit.
Let me see.
A rabbit.
Can I see?
A rabbit.
Which one is a rabbit?
Is it a rabbit?
Is that a rabbit or a fish?
The fish is there.
Oh,
A rabbit.
that's a bird. It looks almost like a rabbit. And what's that?
Pants.
Pants.
Is that good?
Hmm?
It's a good. Elmo.
What does Elmo have?
Hey, I want Can't I do the bone?
Huh?
I think you're raining.
He has an umbrella.
An umbrella.
What color is it?
Green.
It is green. Good job.
Like orange.
That is an orange one. Good
Like
job.
blue.
Where you see blue?
Like green.
You see a green one? Point to it. That's yellow.
Yellow.
What's that one?
Green.
That's purple.
Purple. Green.
That one is green. Good job.
Don't forget.
We have been home for a couple of hours. We ate dinner, took some showers, and now we are watching CNN. And Ed is on his telephone on Instagram, and Trey is looking for his Kindle. As you can see, I'm tired. My stomach is full, and I think we're gonna call it a night soon.
Camera.
Your Kindle's in your backpack. Go look again. Yeah, so we cleaned up the kitchen and everything. So, oh, before I get too tired, I had to record a little video. So, what is it, baby? Go look again. I don't like looking for stuff for him because he has a tendency to look right at it and still not look at it. So I just let him keep. It's in your backpack. Keep just sending him back. So he has to learn that he has to look for his stuff. But anyway, sorry the vlog wasn't very interesting today, but you know, at least at least I guess it's better relaxed than not relaxed, right? Yes. So anyway, I'm sure we'll be getting good news tomorrow. So we'll see you then.
That you are crazy glue, my darling, and I'm stuck